Hi, good evening, everyone. Yeah, and Thomas, please turn on the camera. Thank you very much. All right, great. As a quick one, oh my God, I thought as a quick one, just to find out from all of you, anyone going for holiday in June? Hello, anyone? Can you just say yes or no? Send a message to Uncle Raymond now, because I might need to plan for the face-to-face exam and some extra free lesson. Oh, yeah, you're going overseas, huh? Okay, go and see relative. Advisable, of course, the June holiday, you guys will have extra lesson in school, some makeup lessons from whatever courses you have in school. Because I don't know, my advice is, if unless it's necessary to go overseas, then go lah. But the June holiday is the time for you to buck up and push yourself a bit. Okay, but anyway, up to you, up to you. It's your choice. And you need to go, okay? I'm just suggesting. So I know most of you are going, then it's no point for me to put the face-to-face exam in June. So I may likely change it to July, okay, a later stage. Okay, so no point. If most of them are going overseas, I think seems like about how many students? One, two, three or four students. Ian, you're not going overseas?
I need study for the oral.
Study for your oral. Okay. Tian Xiang? Not going. Zachary? Not going. Hello, Zachary, are you there?
I'm not going.
Not going, Okay, let's see how. With those who really not going, then I can plan something for you all, okay? Anyway, never mind. Today is a 12th of May already, very fast. May I just check, have you all got your SSWA2 exam paper marks back ready? If yes, can you send your answer to me personally to the Zoom chat? Okay, and tell me, is it upon the full paper, SRQ or SRQ or SBQ? Okay, please send to me now so I can help you engage. If you do not have, just say, I've not received my result. If you have, just type your marks, like 25 marks, right? You say 13 upon 25 or 19 upon 25, that kind of things, huh? Okay, so today we're going to talk more about this one here, cybersecurity. We stop here on 5th of May, then we're going to continue by doing this. Okay. So may I have Yaya, can you read the first few from E to P will do?
Okay.
Thank you.
By working together, cybersecurity experts in the public and private sectors can work together to combat cyber threats. Not only will this help to build up the technology to combat cyber threats, but they can also work together to track down cyber criminals. Hence, collaboration between the public and private sectors can also defend against cyber threats. Individuals have an important role to play in cybersecurity.
I think, sorry, I'm not sarcastic or anything. I think my English is very simple. I need you to send me two answers. If you receive your marks, send to me. If you have not received the mark, just say, I have not received my result, because I need to know your mark, not because you pass or fail. Of course, it's important, but I need to see how I can help you for the next few months. Right? Don't mind. No. You don't tell me very pass or don't pass. I'm not interested. Just tell me the exact mark. So I know 我怎么可以对症下药. You don't tell me very fast. What is the total mark? Because I need to know. If it's 25 marks, 50 marks, I know how to gauge, okay? Right. So yeah, if you tell me upon 15, upon 20, okay, so roughly I know, okay, Tian Xiang, thank you very much. So, okay, so it's not a full paper, right? Okay, Thomas, please find out. So roughly you tell me whether it passed or fail and send it to me. Thank you, Yaya, for your readings. Cybersecurity is not just the government issue right now, if we can. So this is the last topics. So next few weeks, we're going to talk about that. So cybersecurity is not just the government sector that involved. You need private sectors. Like, for example, like if you have internet banking, that the bank itself, like Bank of China is overseas bank, but DBS Bank is local. So you need that kind of software and kind of security to buffer up, to prevent people from stealing money from using the OTP or your password and things like that. It is important that these people who stole your money from your bank, from that person bank account, or doing something bad and using that person bank account to do loan shark or these things, this money might be used in illegal means and to fund them in maybe terrorists or some bad things, which is not right, right? Like drugs, like gambling, like prostitutions, like all the bad things. 讲一句难听，就是他们是用这种手段来做不劳而获的东西 ，which is definitely not correct. Why? Simple. They just don't want to study. They don't want to upgrade themselves. Use this to 骗人家钱，这是天打雷劈。I cannot take it. So therefore, collaboration needs to be two hand. Always when you write these cybersecurity things, you don't just say the government. The private sector is important. And the third one is the most important, yourself, your individual self. Are you okay, Hui Ru? You're not feeling well? No? When you put your hand like that, very dangerous. 你的这边会以后会老，会关节啊。Don't ever do this to your arm, because you will get a wrist. And so don't forget, these two wrists, these two hand arms is for you to write. Don't injure yourself. If you are tired, it's okay. You can lie on the bed. Trust me, you can lie and say, Uncle, I want to switch on my camera. I'm not feeling good. I'm tired. I just want to lie on the bed and listen to your lesson. And then you see what I'm doing. It's okay. Please, it's not school. I'm not schooling you. 我是担心你的手这样弄太久这样会受伤还是这样Never do that OK， 如果在中医这个就是打脉，你这个脉搏是一直 bend you are bending the tube of your vein So there you see, individuals have an important role to play. Not just the government, the private sector, not just the bank and the government. You yourself know that your password must be good enough not to leak out your password. There's no such thing. 天下没有白吃的午餐 to say, wow, you invest in, you get so much money, fast money, fast, easy come, easy go. So always think of this may come up in the exam. And you must think that your hard-earned money. I recently received another case. Is one person lost $173 million or $173,000 just for scammer. Just because he put a virus inside to pretend say, oh, your handphone got this virus, malware, so you need to pay me so much money so I can take away from it. It's just a picture. It's just to send a picture to show you that you are being attacked. I don't know. It all depends on, if you receive this kind of thing, first thing first, don't panic. Tell your parents or grandparents or relative, don't panic. Straight away, bring whatever evidence you have to the police station and report. Okay, and make a report. And ask the police, should I do that? What should I do now? So don't threaten. Some even they can put your face, they can, the Photoshop, right? Now Photoshop. They can put your face into a nude photo. Then force you, wow, you are new, all these things. Don't be so gullible. Now you see, Photoshop, whatever shop, Canvas, AI can even make your cell and your mouth to move. So it's nothing new. 为什么他要骗你们这些钱呢？第一，他可能看你有钱；第二，可能看你很幼稚 ，very childish；第三，看你没有读书的人骗你；第四是最假了、最惨的，就是 gullible，everything don't care. That is the best they attack. Okay, so cyber securities in the global world that everyone right now must be on your toe, must be always using the word alert. Remember last week I showed you the word alert. I'll refresh again. Can you please start sending your result to me? I only see Tian Xiang and Yi Yan. Okay, can't read you. Yeah, yes, send already. Zach, you haven't sent to me,
I haven't received mine.
Then you type inside, say, I haven't received, just like,
I did. I told you.
Oh no, I want you to type for me, sorry. I know you told
No,
me.
I already typed it inside the chat.
Oh yeah, correct, thank you. I'm reading your chat. Oh, thank you, my fault, sorry. Everyone send already, thank you very much. So I hope next week I can get your mark. So I know what to do to help you, Tian Xiang. Who else haven't sent? Only Tian Xiang and the rest. Very slow, your school marking paper. How long already? It's going to end next week. It's going to 2 more weeks. It's going to be a school holiday. You can get your report book by end on the 20th of May. Thank you very much. So we complete this. Okay, next, can I have Tian Xiang, were you able to read this? So now you understand this point, take note, right now, these 3 party government, private, and individual. Let's go.
In the last few years, many successful cybersecurity vulnerabilities have always been traced to individual mistakes. It could be setting up a weak password, clicking on a phishing link, or not installing an antivirus. For example, in the SingHealth cyber attack, one of the 410 computers was infected with malware, which allowed hackers to gain access. Even when the staff detected suspicious activity, they did not act until too late. 1.5 million records were detected, were stolen, including Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong's record. This was an example of individual mistakes that allowed the computer to be infected. Subsequently, there more were individual errors that allowed the attacks to continue. Hence, individuals must play an important role in addressing cybersecurity threats.
Whether you pronounce record or record, the actual pronunciation is the record, okay, nothing wrong, the record. More to the American slang thing. Now, wow, Mr. Lee Hsien Loong's records has been stolen, has been taken away, knowing what kind of illnesses or some health issue or some good health issue or things like that. 惨了 whoever is going to work this 一定被 fire 了，而且他知道他又不讲，而且又 too late to acknowledge. Good luck, man. I think the whole team will be sayonara, gone already. Bye bye. So you see, the cybersecurity right now, the external is not about the SAF, Singapore Armed Forces, the air, land, and sea to protect. We also need a force that is cybersecurity to protect the internet right now, whereby this is the record. Once they know the health of the public, the citizens in Singapore, they will start to attack in other ways really. 所以知己知彼, the rest you know what it means. So when the enemies know all these personal records, they will start to spread rumors. 你玩过三国演义的 game 就知道了，谣言是最满天飞啊。The rumors is the one to destroy countries. So with all this, it might conflict and injure the internal party, which is people like us. Okay, they will start spreading rumors and then end up, people 他的耳朵很轻 very light. Oh yeah, the government sucks, man. Wow, this food of race no good. Which is not true. So this is why we need to have we need educations. Write down, if you want to write, you don't want to write, it's fine. You need to have a proper education. You need a proper campaign, a proper educations by letting people, the public, to know the awareness. Hey, if you do this, you're going to face this problem. If you don't do this, you're going to get it. So the best, you must do a certain step, like install antivirus. And hence, everyone, you realize all the cyber security things right now is all about individual. Whether you like it or not, it's all about individuals. The individual itself is the one to play the most important vital part to protect. It make 你看人人有责。如果一个国家会灭亡，是因为每个人不团结。That's why the country collapsed. So you must know that all these play a very important part. How? How important? Important in the sense that if everyone knows how to protect their own accounts, their own wealth, their own property, then the the hackers will not just come in. Okay? If a country is everyone's are 团结 united, then nobody will want to disturb. Now, this is the one managing transnational terrorism. Okay, I will stop. Let's see how long. It got a fair bit now. Okay, I don't want to talk too much on this. I don't want to talk on other things. Okay, we'll stop here. Now let's move on to this one here. Okay, let's share with some ideas. Now, when you do source-based questions, those of you are still not sure how you do reliability questions or whatever, here you are. All right. Piro, are you able to read all these study sources? Well, once you finish one, I explain now. Go.
Sorry, where? Which part? Oh, study sources. How reliable is this source as evidence about globalization?
等一下你要看呢 how reliable, write down. You must write reliable and not reliable. Therefore, this source is reliable because this source itself is said by who? By Mr. Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong. It's said by the World Organizations. It's by the WHO, World Health Organizations. It is reliable because after cross-referencing check, okay, it is mentioned that globalization is getting from bad to worse or good to bad, worse to better or whatever it is. Next one.
Study source D. Do you believe what this source says about the NHS?
不是 N 啊，不是 N 啊，本来是 N，not N 啊 ，is N 啊。N 在汉语拼音是 N，可是这边 we pronounce NHS。NHS stand for National Health Scheme。写下来哈，你们已经没有读了，可是 you never know exam may come up。It stand for from the Britain 在英国的，你写是英国的，这个 NHS 是在英国的 ，OK， 就是跟我们现在所谓的 healthcare system， 就是 Medisave、Medishield、Medifund。写下来啊，那 NHS 在旧的 Social Study textbook 在2015之前，他们是用 NHS 来讲 Medisave、Medishield、Medifund 跟 healthcare system。就是打个比如，就是现在我们的是说不对话 hospital、丹东星 hospital、Singapore General Hospital、 Gleneagles Mount Elizabeth Hospital, okay, all these hospitals we are talking about healthcare. And yes, the polyclinic, okay. So do you believe what the source says? And by the way, just to give you ideas, anyone in England, if you are the citizens of the British, okay, you will have free medical service. Seriously, free medical service. Now, of course, nothing come free lah. You must pay for the tax to cover your medical costs lah. So do you believe not? So do you believe that this source says about Medisave in Singapore is true now? Yeah. For Medisave, I take note it's only 3 people will not have Medisave. Right now, so students will not have Medisave. Unemployed will not have Medisave. Okay. And then the third one is what? Those people who just come out to work, not some come to work, maybe housewife, retiree. Depends. Retiree sometimes may have some CPF, but housewife have been all along never work. Okay, housewife, but now they are looking into ways to help them to contribute a bit of Medisave. Take note, next question.
Study source D. Do you trust what this source tells you about the LTTE?
Sorry, suddenly lost. LTE stand for the Little Tamil Tiger Elites. If I'm not, I think it's not little, but the L I can't remember. It's actually the Sri Lanka conflict. Sri Lanka. The Sri Lanka conflict is between the Sinhalese and the Tamil. They were fighting and killing. So no more already. So they become history. The leader of the LTTE 已经给那个政府打死了，真的死掉了。So 这个就是变成 history 没有 social study。So 他就是问你觉得这些那们是 so called 恐怖分子，就是搞破坏在斯里兰卡、Sri Lanka。Next one, please.
Study source E. Does this source prove that the Protestants should be blamed for the tension in Northern Ireland?
爱尔兰 Northern Ireland. Okay, pronounce it's Northern Ireland. So no one happened Northern Ireland now. Is Northern Ireland is part of Great Britain or United Kingdom. United Kingdom consists of Northern Ireland, Wales, 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 and Scotland, Scotland, and of course England. 4 countries combined together is called Great Britain. Now, North Ireland was taken away long ago because of the stupid 2 king fight. Then end up the Protestant king won. Yay! Then the whole country belongs to England. So what happened? The Protestant and the Catholic. I'm a Catholic. A Catholic and Protestant both are Christian. 他们互相残杀。到今天目前为止我跟你坐在这个课室里面，他们还是在那边不给eye to eye 的，就是咱们什么井水不犯河水你懂那个成语那个成语吗？不是井水不犯河水，不是成语是谚语。还有一个是楚河汉界，对，他们是楚河汉界的。And now if you go the Protestant and Catholic, 他们 cannot say what sport you play, and they cannot pronounce the words. If once they pronounce, they know they are from the Protestant and Catholic. And the Protestant go to the public school, 就是政府学校。Catholic, most of them are going to private 学校。 虽然它现在有慢慢的改革。Okay, just to share with you all these things, I thought like maybe bring up the OSS in case they come up, whatever reason. All right, so last one.
Study source B, how far can you accept what the source says about the negative impact of the Gulf War?
哎，宝贝啊，你1991的时候你出事了没有？还没有出事哦，例如，你不懂在哪里，对吗？你妈咪 daddy 1991就像跟我一样大概了啊，大概20来岁还是30岁这样了 ，OK？ 哇 ，that is the time the first time in our life to see a war started 嘞 ，Oh my goodness， 打仗呢，really 打仗呢，就是那个伊拉克打那个科威克 ，Iraq and Kuwait War。So wow, that is the time we see all the Americans, the stealth fighter, the F-16, the Tomahawk, all the big arsenal weapons from US. 哇，80个国家打一个伊拉克，就是那个 Saddam Hussein. It was saying in the social study. In fact, now we also refer to globalizations. We talk about peace, prosperity, and productivities. Of course, the very common now, if you want to bring out in the SBQ, ladies and gentlemen, will be the Russian and Ukraine war, and of course the North and South Korea war, and what else? This one very sensitive. The Taiwan and China war. 我觉得 China 是老爸，台湾是儿子，儿子永远打不赢老爸。Okay, sorry, I mean in terms of it. 台湾是一个 island， 中国是一个 mainland， 你都讲 mainland 了。OK， 还有只要那个什么海南岛就够力了啊。只是为什么别的国家看我们华人互相残杀 ？Just because they have different ideology. China is communist, Taiwan is democratic. That's all only. Okay, that's all only. So the Gulf War is the same. 为什么那个 Saddam Hussein 要 attack Kuwait 就是为了什么来贿赂？那个 oil 打仗就是这样 ，social study 也是一样 globalization。那个 oil 就是弄你的海陆空 transportation。Okay. Now, you know about all this is called reliability. Now, your reliability must write down these 3C. First, you must claim, infer. Okay, right now, I'm sorry. Hui Lu, can you read this one? Claim. Please take a picture of something, because this is going to use it for your SS and history, if you know, Kara, 一定会帮你的。哎，对不起，不要读先。By the way， 这些全部都是跟着名人给我的词典This is not my works. I don't want to claim it. Okay, this is all from teachers who have been teaching SS for more than 10 to 15, 20 years. Okay, please. I don't think some of your teachers who are in your school have this experience. I just say some of them. Maybe some of the teachers are more experienced than this mentor 我的师傅给我的Some of them are really around my age. So they are from young to be teaching SS for ever since SS started, social studies started in year 2000. So 好，来来去去有20多年的经验了，有些已经退休了。OK， 就算你的老师进来是可能像我这样刚刚进来的10几年的 ，OK， 好像我教 SS 已经10几年了 ，can confirm cannot compete with 那些老前辈了 ，OK， 所以这些是他们累积的经验所 come up 的。Of course, if you go to popular bookshop, you might say, hey, how come I got this method to do reliability? Hey, how come my teacher come out a new method to do reliability? How come Uncle Raymond also got a new method of reliability like CCC? So I leave it to you, children. My job is to give you as many methods, as many ideas. 我不是像那个我们华人所讲的，师傅有10招，我只是教你9招，我 keep 1招No this is considered they're very selfish. Don't ever do that. 每个人都讲华人的传统就是很自私的，不把全部的武功传授给徒弟。That is why 我们的武功会失去那个会失传。You see the American peoples they open up. That's why you got the terms and regulation. Carry on, please. You can do them.
Claim. Infer on the claim that you are checking code evidence if claim is not provided in the question.
So you want to claim, if you say how reliable, if you say, take for example, Hui Lu, I use the example. Someone say, Hui Lu, you are, 不要生气Hui Lu, you are not a good person. Okay, the friend say to another friend, student A say to student B, yeah, I don't like Hui Lu. Hui Lu is a very bad person. He always lie to people. A 这样讲Then of course, B 会听 A 讲吗？对吗？如果 B 是你的好朋友，他就会去 cross reference 去找 evidence。哦，okay, that's the second one. Look now. You claim that he don't like you, a student A say don't like you, like Hui. So B, what happened? B will go to next step.
Cross-reference, check with other sources. One
Okay,
that
so that 那个不用紧啊，那个不要读one that refutes and one that support 啊。So 他已经 cross reference 一个讲你不好，那他就 cross reference 有3个人讲没有啊，慧茹很好啊。有一次我生病，他还帮我带我去看医生，我忘记拿钱，他还帮我住，然后我要给他钱，他说不用紧，改次请我吃饭就好。Then second student say no, I don't know how to do the math. She also helped me and so share some note with SS. Then student there's a B, C, D, E. Then student E say no. Hui Lu is very nice person. Okay. One day when I dropped my wallet, he even asked me and pick up and show it, pass back to me, everything in that. Then student F, he said, yeah, but I find Hui Lu very arrogant and 好脸 you know 好脸吗？很骄傲。Then 你 student B 问为什么？不懂嘞，我也是跟他 hello，他只是跟我笑笑，也没有跟我什么，跟我 communication 啊，you see？ So it's like student source A, B, C, D, E, F, right? So of course, we cross-referencing out of 3.5 sources. The last one never, she never say 她不喜欢你啊，她只说我觉得她慧茹好像比较骄傲的人，怎么？因为她没有跟我讲话啊，没有跟你讲话就是骄傲。这样慧茹你要激炸一点 ，Hello 你好吗？你吃饱了吗？你去哪里？要不要一起出去？要不要吃饭？Alright 啦，慧茹so now you understand. So this is a cross-referencing 很重要嘞 ，to prove that student A 其实在嫉妒你，你懂为什么吗？慧茹？看着我，你懂吗 ？Hello，慧茹看着我，你因为看不到眼睛，因为你抢她的男朋友，开玩笑。Okay, get a joke now. Okay, just an example 不要生气啊。So I just want to bring the example more vivid 比较夸张一点，比较有现实感一点。All right, last one.
critical assessment of provenance. Read provenance to conclude how source origin affects its reliability.
So course, student B will ask, why student A say that? Then you say providence. Then student B, C, D, E, and F say, oh, who told you that Hui Lu is a very bad person? Oh, student A. Then say, no wonder lah. Then why? Because student A is jealous of Hui Lu because Hui Lu is having not affair, having a good relationship with a boy that he fall in love and crush. Or maybe because he's jealous of you because you always top in class. Now you get it. The provenance is who say the source. Take note, very important. Now I pause here for a minute. I always have this issue for past many years. So I learned from my mistake. I want you to give me an example about reliability. So I give the example about Hui Lu already. I want all of you, the 6 of you, give me an example. Hey, Zach, what happened to your camera? Are you there? Hello, Zach.
Yes.
I can't see your face. Okay, so I want you to give me a more realistic example about CCC. Let's go. Think. I will ask you. 天翔, you go first. How are you going to use a real situation to use the CCC? Followed by 诗贤, 天翔.
Source A is reliable because it tells me that
No. My dear, I think you get me the idea wrong. I want you to give me an example. But I give you an example about Hui Ru, right? Source A say Hui Ru is a bad girl. Then source B, student A say Hui Ru is a bad student. Then student B will look for student C, D, E, F to find. Okay, so give me an example like that. Okay, I give you 1 more minute, all of you to think. Okay, Ian, you start first later, okay? Then followed by Yaye, followed by Tian Xiang, by Thomas, by Zach, and last but not least by Hui Ru, okay?我要那个 example 比较现实一点 ，more realistic 啊。Let's go, Ian.
Wait, do I like just say like an example?
Like what I did just now, yes. First of all, you must give me a case to prove that this is reliable. No?
Like maybe like what like a news article saying that like the Lawrence Wong Dr. Lawrence Wong is taking over Lee Hsien.
It's not Dr. Lawrence. He did not get a doctor. I don't think so. Correct me if I'm wrong. It's Mr. Lawrence Wong. Yeah, carry on.
He's taking over PM Lee at 15 May.
Okay. So is this source reliable or not, right?
Mm.
Okay, so how? Carry on. Good. Okay, good example.
So like need to see like the reference of the source.
Okay, who say? Source A. Who is the source A? What is the provenance? Who say that?
Like maybe like Straits Times.
Okay, Straits Times saying that. So the provenance is from Straits Times saying that Lawrence will take over. Then source B then, brother.
Source B.
So source A is Straits Times. Lawrence Wong is taking over PM Lee Hsien Loong on 15th of May.
And like source B cannot be like CNA. CNA also say.
Okay, CNA good. Also say that. And but 你要 balance 你要说有些不是的你不可能全部说是Okay, so two sources already agree It's not a rumor already saying that Mr. Lawrence Wong is taking over PM. Okay, source C.
Maybe like source C is like a social media post that say like Mr. Lawrence Wong is will not be taking over PM Lee.
Okay, so the province social media by opposition party. Okay, can opposition party source D leh?
I don't know, maybe like a poster, like a campaign poster.
Okay, for anonymous Okay, 没有名的anonymous poster. Okay, saying what Lawrence Wong is taking or not taking?
Like not taking.
So you got two support and two not support So A B C D E, the last one, maybe the last one. Your principal say that again?
Yeah.
Yes or no? Say Lawrence Wong is taking over, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Then the source F, can I say Mr. Lee Hsien Loong announced that Mr. Lawrence Wong is taking over? Okay, tell me which source is the most reliable? Yeah.
Which source is more reliable?
Which source is most reliable? 很简单嘞。那个议员都讲说 Mr. Lawrence Wong want to take over as a prime minister. So which source is more reliable? A 是 from Straits Times, B for CNA, then source C 是一个social media bloggers, then source D 是一个poster 没有名分的 ，then source E 是谁呀？source E 是谁呀？principal，他的 principal 说 yes，then source F 是李显龙自己讲说Mr. Lawrence Wong will take over， so 哪一个 source 比较 reliable？
A and B.
啊
A and B.
？A and B more reliable 啊
Yeah.
？Source F is the most reliable agree 呢？李显龙自己讲的嘞。Prime Minister 他自己讲说，我要 step down 了，我要给 Lawrence Wong。You agree now, Zachary? Do you agree now?
Yeah.
Why? Are you listening? Are you paying attention, all of you?
Well, because like you're trying to compare
Trying, I didn't try,
what
I
is
didn't
Lawrence
try,
Wong is.
I didn't use the word trying, I'm doing my best. I don't think it's very straightforward. It should be the F word, correct? F is more reliable. Thomas, do you agree now? Do you agree F is more reliable? Why? Please unmute, please.
Because I trust you.
Okay. Hui Ru, do you think he's reliable? So Sam? Hui Ru?
Yes.
How come? Thomas straightforward said because I trust him.
I feel source F is reliable.
His word is reliable. Okay. Tian Xiang, eh?
Source F.
为什么？
Because it is from directly from the government.
From the Prime Minister, his mouth, right? Okay. How about you, Yayan? You still think source F is not reliable, only A and B?
Source F is reliable, but I mean like I don't think it's the I mean like all A, B, and F are reliable because like the news, of course, they will not publish like fake news now because it's like
Fake news, correct. It came out last year, I think, on SBQ. Well done, fake news. Okay, very good. And anyone else?
so I mean like so like both three sources are reliable now. There's no
But do you think F is the most reliable?
no, I mean like source A and B can also be as the same reliability as source F.
Oh, okay.
Have one.
I get you now. I get you. It's equally important. But 你不要换成一面之词 just to say F is the most important, correct now? Right? Because it's fine that F, yes, is from Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong words of mouth, but because of him, with the double support from source A and B, well done. Okay, fair enough. Okay, I didn't think of that. Maybe I'm a bit biased here. I feel that once it's Lee Hsien Loong say, I think you cannot deny the fact 对吗？好像皇上一言驷马难追啊，君子一言驷马难追，就是他讲出来的话，哎，就是这样。我觉得你说的对啊，我不是要单单靠，可能虽然是 Prime Minister 李强龙讲的，可是我还是有一点 take the words not 100%. Yeah, I agree with you. I agree. That's very interesting. If you say that, nothing wrong. Okay, next one. Who's that? Yang Ye, what example you want to use for this? Thank you, Ian.
Example like
Yeah, using reliability.
example for reliability.
刚才议员用Mr. Lawrence Wong to take over Prime Minister. Is it reliable? Those sources, and then I use Hui Ru example. What about you?
Let me think. Uh, um, how about the South China Sea, South China Sea, or how do you call it?
Oh, the South China Sea 哈，
Yes, the South China Sea.
哦，那个 OK 啊，来讲。
So right, China claims that the South China Sea belongs to them. The national water says that the South China Sea it doesn't belong to any country, and Japan and Vietnam and Taiwan all want to claim it, if I remember correctly. So
Okay.
which one is reliable? Which one is reliable though? Right.
还有吗？还有哪一些 source？
No. I
That's
can't.
all. Okay. So one is a US CNN news saying that South China Sea doesn't belong to China, it belongs to nobody. And then Straits Times say that South China Sea belongs to certain portion belongs to certain countries. And then the Prime Minister of Japan say that South China Sea belongs to them. And then other countries come in, like the United Nations say no, South China Sea actually belongs to belongs to China. And by the way, if you already say South China Sea, the word China is there already. How can you deny the fact it's not belong to China?
Then does the Indian Sea belongs to India?
Huh?
Does the Indian Sea belongs to India?
Stupid, right?
Yeah lah.
Stupid, right? Then you might say South Indian Sea. Sorry I didn't mean this is live recording 我觉得有些人就是要针对中国，他不可以给中国强大起来呀。By the way, if you study the history China itself 它是做整个 to protect， 它没有是说放航空母舰it break the base to let people trade and do everything. I just don't understand. You look at the China history in the past, they already built a lot of things for people to use. It's not like you put the South China Sea, those islands, then they put the aircraft carrier, 航空母舰 or helicopter, the warship there, or all the 1 million soldiers there stationed at the islands and then start to attack other countries. Then yes lah, it's building that base for people to 好像 free bus stop 你懂 bus stop 吗？给人家歇脚这样。Then 哇，这样也不可以还有那个钓鱼岛也是一样是 Spratly Island。哇，这个是台湾的，这个是 Korea 的、Philippines 的、Vietnam 也 come in，Malaysia 也 come in。哇 ，OK， thank you。How about 天祥？
Straight Time for publish for example Straight Times say that Singaporeans are generally impatient drivers.
Oh, okay. So okay, the case is Singaporean drivers are impatient. So source A is about Straight Time saying Singaporean drivers are impatient. Source B. Source A. What about other source?
But for other studies shows that less people died due to car accidents.
Okay, maybe source A is for Straight Time. Source B is from a Grab driver. Then interview a Grab driver. So it's an uncle who drive Grab for 20 years or 15 years. They asked, is it true that Singaporean drivers are impatient and reckless driver? Then he said, yes, to some occasion, they are very impatient. Then source C is a taxi driver who drives for past 40 years from the old system of the traffic rule to the new system, 40 years, going to be retired taxi driver, maybe not old, 50 plus, but drive taxi for 30 or 40 years, saying that yes, sometimes you can see it's an impatient driver. And then another one is a retired driver who say that sometimes I cross the road, I can see drivers are impatient. And then maybe a cyclist also say that it's an impatient. So realize all the sources are saying Singaporean drivers are impatient. I totally agree with this. That's a very good example. I myself, sometimes as a driver, I also drive quite impatiently. And like yesterday, I took a Grab car and then the gantry cannot open in front of me. It was waited a good 5 minutes. I don't know what happened until the security card opened up from the glass roof cut. If you all went to the glass roof cut, you know what I mean, that glass roof, the gantry. So it's waited very impatient behind a lot of cars, waiting. But surprisingly, nobody horned. If I were the driver, I would start to horn or maybe get down and say, hey, hello, excuse me, what is the problem? Why cannot open? We are rushing back to home, rushing back home. Okay, I will be like that. I will just get out of my car and want to find out what is happening. So yes, that's a good example. So depends on which providence and cross-referencing. And I myself personally agree, a lot of drivers on the roads are Singaporean are very impatient. That is why it caused recently the Tampines, the very fatal and unnecessary accident. Okay, that guy should be very heavily punished, in my opinion. All right. So next, who are Thomas? What do you think? What is your best reliability questions on sources?
Can I choose Gaza reservoir?
Gaza.
Yeah.
You mean the Israel Gaza, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, whoa. Okay, reliable. Okay, 来讲一下。
So maybe source A, news from maybe Singapore local news says
Okay.
that Gaza is being invaded by Israel. Then so source B is from China news, says that yes, Gaza people are now being affected.
Bombarded and a lot of casualty. Okay.
Yes. Then source C from UK saying that Israel is taking back their own place. Then source D from United States saying that Israel is trying to protect themselves from the terrorists from Gaza.
I will take this source USA not reliable. Okay, carry on. 我决定 not reliable. Okay, carry on. Next one. No more?
No more.
No more. You are laughing also, You're also laughing. To say that, well, if you know about the history of Gaza and Israel and the place called Jerusalem, Jerusalem is actually the birth of Jesus Christ, and they took both of the place as a holy land for the Muslim as well for the Jewish people, or some of them even Christian people. So if this is a holy land, why are they fighting for the sake of this place? And if this is holy land, how come the Muslims are not able to claim the land? And why is the Jewish taking claim of the land? So there's a lot of saying, it all depends on how you see it. For me, is that all sources are quite reliable, which is US got its own intelligence. That's why cybersecurity comes in, cyber check come in, and then of course the Internal Security Act comes in, all these things like from Singapore point of view. But I am very proud of our ambassador to say that they want to vote Gaza as part of the United Nations, a country to be considered and free from this attack. Now, why Gaza peoples Palestinians are continue to want to have freedom and fighting? You realize that now you see, Thomas, do you agree now? I always say religion is the most important. It's not about the race. It's not about the rights. It's all about religions. So you see, all the years the wars are fighting, it's all about their religions. Seldom they fight for race. It's all about religions. They uphold the most important religions. These Israeli people, why the Gaza Palestinians are attacking you? There must be a reason. Yes, I know Israel after World War II, they don't have their own land. That's why their flag, the 以色列的国旗是一个 Star of David. If you look at the history of Star of David, the David, in the Bible, you know what it means, David. I don't want to go to that details. Okay, the land of freedom, the land of choice, their own lands. That's the story in the Bible. But thank you very much. So you see, I can cross-check reliability. Let's see and pray hard that peace. Israeli 就是趁这个机会，就是给他们一网打尽，给他们全军覆没，给他们四面楚歌，给他们怎么讲家破人亡的，就是赶尽杀绝的意思。就是说他现在找这个机会，以前鸡蛋糕你们就是赶尽杀绝我们犹太人，今天就是我们将功赎罪报仇的机会。哎 ，no 啦，什么冤冤何时了什么冤冤何时了？仇恨冤冤何时了？
何事不知牛
啊？
冤冤何事不知牛？
不是不吹牛是仇恨你是接下去你报仇什么冤恩他们讲君子报仇10年不晚，不是这个， 好像有一个成语还是谚语，就是什么冤冤不 I can't remember 啦，就是说 you what for you keep repeating this 仇恨 revenge 啦。Thank you very much, Zachary. Your turn. What example you like to give the reliability?
Let's say source A is comparing that like cold beverages are like unhealthy, and then source
Are
B
you
says
talking? Wait. Are you talking about Prime?
yes.
You talking about Prime? My son has bought a few Prime. The best thing he took the bottle and throw away the water. Water bottle and throw away the water. Carry on.
Source B says it is healthy. You know, it doesn't have any like major health impacts like negatively. And then source C supports source A, and then source D supports source B. And
Oh,
then
I like that. Cross-referencing already. I claim, damn it. Okay, how about source B?
source E is supporting source B also.
Whoa, how about source F? Do you think source F can be a neutral party like by who are Logan? You know Logan? The guy who advertised the drink, right?
Yeah.
So he's neutral. I say, no, I've been drinking this, I'm promoting this. How can I get this kind of poisonous drinks to harm my fans, to harm my followers? Possible, huh? That's a good one. You ask me, this is all marketing, and there's this drink you drink already can see through, luminous drink, correct? If you know, the Prime drinks, and it's selling at $7 to $15 in NTUC fair price, all these things. It's marketing. When I drink a bit, I just taste a bit. It's like 我在吃药，我在喝药水。Don't know, but what is the ingredient inside? We don't know. Some kids are now crazy for this point. Yeah, the bottle is just an ordinary bottle, but okay, that is good one. Last but not least, Hui Ru, what sources would you like to use or compare?
There is a drink company called 元气森林。
对不起，宝贝，我听不到你在讲什么，你可以大声一点。
The drinking one of the company that produce drinks called 元气森林 and the official account.
What's the name?
元气森林
是中国的品牌吗？
是的。
哦，这样是跟那个 Prime 的英国的一样啦，大概大同小异啊，可以这样讲。Similar. Okay, carry on, carry on.
The official account used to say some of the drinks contains no sugar, so that people who wants to lose weight can also drink. But
whoa, okay, and maybe you take a picture and show uncle. Okay, I'm interested to know. Really, that's a good one. Okay, carry on.
This is one source, and another source is some people they don't trust the advertisement, so they do their own experiment at home, and they finally find there's still sugar added in these drinks.
But can you trust not? Maybe 他玩臭嘞，他去拿一个汤匙的痰放进去，你也不知道对吗？可能他要破坏他的品牌，你不懂嘛，对不对 ？OK I can take it 我可能他故意，可能他也是卖他一样的那个饮料 ，then he want to destroy the reputations of this brand Okay, carry on.
That's all.
That's all. You can say another person who drink this drink 喝了这个饮料大概1个月后他进医院，然后医生诊断他有糖尿病。Then 他跟医生讲说because I drink 这个饮料 these beverages that cause me to have it. Then after checking through, wow, the high sugar is high. So do you think you trust this reliable source? Do you believe that this guy who drink this caused him to have diabetes and caused him because of the drinks? 最近你懂海底捞对吗？在丰沟反而那边，你懂correct me if I'm wrong 我的儿子跟我讲，你去吃海底捞，你可以带自己的食物进去吃是真的吗 ？Hello， 你们有去吃海底捞吗 ？Hello，
in China you can bring your own food, but in Singapore I'm not sure.
Can 像为什么每个人在吃海底捞的时候没有事，只有那做 family 有事呢？ So we are suspecting, is it because they bring their own food and then the food contaminated and eat already, bang, 食物中毒. You see? Now you understand? This kind of sources is so real, no? Hey, don't tell me you use your Amex, dy, dx, sine, cosine, tangent will use in the real life. That one is unless you want to do rocket science or scientist or engine. But in real life, this is the source that really use it every day. All the sources, including myself and all of you have said that, you realize it's 每天在发生的事情哎。So 你不可能， now you understand, you need to use these sources to really improve the quality of what you want to study in real life. Study 就是人事关系 the human. All right, nice, thank you. Can I have Zachary? Can you read this? And I would like to you to do all this. This is my favorite picture of globalization. Let's go.
Study source A. Oh wait, no. What can you learn from this source about globalization? Explain your answer. Study source B. Can you believe what this source says about globalization? Explain your answer. Study source D. Do you trust what this source says about the impact of globalization? Answer. Explain your answer.
Yeah, so this is a source A. Let's go about the provenance. The provenance is a CAP. You're talking about this one. CAP. The provenance. The provenance. You see the provenance. So this provenance, a cartoonist interpretation of impact. So is it positive, negative, or neutral? So Uncle Raymond always like to do this. There's this thing called never cut corners. 就是不要偷工减 corners 的 corners。哎呦，你看这些，还有 corners， 诶 ，where's my corners？ Here， 这些字还有这个 corners， 哇，这个 bulldozer。So this guy, this mother nature is calling for emergency to help to free all his 小朋友 because 人类即将把这个森林给铲除掉 to erase and make it a place like industrialization. That's the end, man. Okay. So is it true now? I mean, if you use your GK, your general knowledge, yes, I think you can see global warming because of deforestation. Yes, confirmed. So I would think it's a very negative impact about globalization, not positive one, negative impact. Okay, thank you very much. Zachary, can you read source B? So look at source B, read this one.
Globalization, can Singapore endure?
No, bro, this one.
Yeah. Extract of a speech from a newspaper by Dr. Ng Eng Heng, then Minister of Manpower.
So is it positive, negative about talking about globalization? So Dr. Ng, in fact, now is still in PAP, is I think a deputy prime minister, if I'm not wrong, so sorry about it. And he's also a Minister of Manpower. That is donkey years ago. Let's go. Please read.
Globalization, can Singapore endure? My direct response to the question, yes. Not only will Singapore endure, we are poised to flourish. Globalization has lifted hundreds of millions out of poverty over the next decade. If we make the right moves, we are likely to ride high on another wave of globalization that is centered on Asia, the fastest growing region in the world. Expanding at a blistering pace of 8.3% in 2006, your generation will witness a reinvigorated and renewed Singapore, as this tide carries us up to a higher plane from today.
Confirm lah. He definitely say positive things already, correct now. And it's true, right? You realize if you study geography, there's this thing called tourist environments or physical environments, right, in your textbook. I'm not sure they changed. The last time I helped my nephew was, oh my goodness, 3 years ago. I'm not sure they changed the textbook now. Those of you who study geography, you know there's a physical environments and what environments are. And there's one topic called tourists, right? Now, because you build all these infrastructures, globalizations bring more tourism, more income, more job opportunity, less poverty, which is true. But compared to source A, wow, 很夸张嘞. Okay, ma? Okay, let's look at next source. Do you have a source C? Oh, yes, we do have source C, D, and that's all right, though. Source C, may I have Thomas, not Tian Xiang. Tian Xiang, you've done a good job already. Thomas, source C.
The social issue that I want to
You have to always, please, always must read this source first. You must tell me first. You don't go straight to this. In exam, don't do this. Please look at the provenance. Look at the provenance. Get on.
Source C, extract of a speech made to Parliament by Prime Minister Lee Hsien Loong.
I will take it straight away positive. Let's see. 对吗？看我对不对？ Let's go.
The social issue that I want to talk about is a widening income gap. Many Singaporeans are saying that the cost of living is high, that life is not getting better the way it used to get better. This is a problem that affects many countries because the root cause of it is not our policies, it is globalization. So the question is, for Singapore as a whole, is globalization good or bad? I believe that globalization is a big plus. Because of globalization, we have grown and prospered. Because of globalization, we are the busiest port in the world. We are a big financial center, wealth management center, fund management center. Because of globalization, we are a major tourist destination, attracting investments from all over the world.
Lucky you say tourist destination, not tourist distraction. tourist distraction. 我跟你讲，每个旅客来到这边就死掉，开玩笑啊。So, of course, he very smart. He say, at first he say that, oh, negative. Then here he talk about neutral. Okay, talk about neutral here. Then from this part here, wow, he start to talk about positive. Wow, very good speech. He kind of make it everything. Yeah, I agree. Globalization got this. I also agree that globalization, but first of all, it's not my policy. Let's hear me what I'm going to tell to you. Why globalization is good for my country, for our country. So, I want to take a pause here to let you know. Globalization, as what we know, is definitely a good place for us to see ourselves. Because in Singapore, we do not have natural resources. The only natural resources is your brain. So why you realize Singapore governments emphasize so much of math? Because we are a business financial hub. And a lot of this calculation, financials, accountings, wealth management must do a lot of algorithms, which is math. And of course, come to languages, which I'm not saying the science are not important because we got the Biopolis, the hub in Buona Vista, about all the scientists there. So the government has planned 跟你讲如果你真的不要上大学真的不要搞好，不管你是回去中国也好，回去哪一个国家也好，这个文凭是永垂不朽 the rest of your life. It's the same thing. Globalization is going to stay. I don't care you like it or not, because they're going to have it. Because they're going to use AI and ChatGPT, and all this is part of it, and it's very important. Okay. So next, thank you, Thomas. Can I have? Oh my God, this is very long. Ian, are you able to read this? Let's go. This is positive, negative, or neutral?
Extract from The Noble Fear of Nike, published online in the UK magazine Spectator on 7 June 2003 by Johan Norberg, who is also the author of In Defense of Global Capitalism.
So I can't tell whether it's this. So I would say maybe he's a bit neutral. I'm not sure is it true. Let's go and see whether is it true or not. Let's go.
Today, Vietnam has 4 times more workers in Vietnam than in the United States. In truth, the work at the Vietnamese factories does look tough, and the conditions grim, if we compare with what we have at home. But that's not the comparison the workers make. They compare the work at Nike with the way they lived before, or the way their parents or neighbors still work. And the facts are revealing. The average pay at a Nike factory near Ho Chi Minh is $54 a month, almost 3 times the minimum wage for a state-owned enterprise. 10 years ago, when Nike was established in Vietnam, workers had to walk many miles to the factories. After 3 years on null wages, they could afford bicycles. Another 3 years later, they could afford scooters. Today, the first workers can afford to buy a car. Furthermore, the Nike job comes with a regular wage, with free or subsidized meals, free medical services, and training and education. The most persistent demand Nike hears from the workers is for an expansion of the factories so that their relatives can be offered a job as well.
Sorry, it's not now wages, it's Nike wages. So typo error. And to me, I find. So of course, you see, it start off to say very neutral things. So far, I never say negative things. In fact, all these chunks, this is mostly are all positive. And you realize that it's true. Yeah, at first they walk, then later they bicycle, then later they buy scooter, then now they can afford car. It takes many years to build the what you call the social standard higher. Don't forget, 每个东西都有一个代价。Everything has a price to pay for it. 你住大洋房、大汽车 ，good career prospect， 你不可以 drop， 你一 drop 全部就是一空了 ，all gone. So the higher you climb, you have a lot of responsibility and duty. So a country like Singapore, you cannot go back to a primitive age, right? Go back to the old way. We have to move forward with it. Every country, like it or not, a lot of people will protest for anti-globalization, against global warming. So we cannot say, oh no, can't do. So we have to find an alternative to make sure that we can reduce the carbon footprint. At the same time, we can go green, but at the same time, we can look at ways how we reduce these pollutions. And at the same time, we can help people in my country to have a better job satisfactions and to be a developed country and develop a better mindset for people to enjoy the meanings of globalization. So I feel that, I don't know all about you, I am pro to globalizations. You bring us out of poverty, but of course, there's a price to pay for it. The standard of living will start to go higher because people are demanding more things. Once you are more educated, you're more profound, you're more professional, you look for a high quality standard of living. 没有错啊，没有错，因为你 sacrifice 很多， so you see all of you after graduate from university, 你做你的大律师、大医生、大工程師。On Friday, your colleague say, hey, 雅燕，走，我们去轻松一下，喝一杯。慧茹，我们去轻松一下，去听听音乐。Thomas, come, let's go for a break. 我们去咖啡喝一下酒。It's nothing wrong. This is to free from your stress and your tensions and relaxation. It's nothing wrong. But some people overdo it. That's caused a problem. Okay, now I want all of you to put everything aside and pay attention. It's very important. I repeat once. I don't repeat. I don't repeat. Sorry. I only say once. And if you want, you watch the video. Listen carefully. And look at the screen. Study source A. What can you learn from this source, Barbara? Okay, so firstly, I can learn from source A that infer and quote. Don't tell me, Uncle Raymond, 我的学校老师教我这样，你现在暂时把你老师的放在一边先 ，one side, alright? Listen to my way of the methods to score more marks. Okay? Then you see for yourself which one you want to take. I leave it to you, alright? Firstly, I can learn from source A. So, by the way, if you are taking history, you also can use this method, okay? And those of you are taking history, so you can infer and quote. This is a template. Then secondly, I can infer from source A, infer and quote. So this is a 5 marks. Okay? So 2 evidence, you see? But Uncle Raymond, my school say only 1 inference. 为什么你这么特别哈? Like I say, I leave it to you. I leave it to you. What happened if this source, you quote Salah, wrong? Salah means wrong. And then happen this one is correct. How? And what happens if you only got 1 quote, only first one, and it's wrong, that means bye-bye. Then what happened? I got students say, what happened? This one is correct, and what happened? This one is correct, and this one is wrong. Okay, still got mark. Okay? If the first one is correct, I don't think the second one can be so bad. Okay? Got it, Then study source B. Okay, study source B. Can you believe what this source says about globalization? So 7 marks, So source B claims, remember the 3C, the reliabilities, claim, what? Cross-reference and cap the provenance. Claim that globalization is this, infer of what? Infer that this can be seen that source B is what? And this can be seen from source B, which states that, okay, this also saying, then after that, source B claim that globalization, since claim that globalizations, claim. This can be seen, claim. Then, of course, after that, you claim already, got 2 claim. This can be seen from this. Okay, source B claim that globalization is positive because what is by Mr. Dr. Nguyen Hien. Let me check, is it from him? Yes, correct. Okay, source B, this one here. And so you will say that source B, this can be seen for source B, you say that like the code, you code. So it is positive, Dr. Nguyen say positive code from the source. Code, that means you have to recode from here, okay? Code that you see. Over the next second, if you make a right move, you are able to write on the other type. So this is the one, the claim that globalization is positive. All right, then move on to next. Secondly, I also can learn from, this, sorry, this one, sorry. So done already. Then source B claim that globalization, repeat the claim or inference you have made. Source B claim that globalization is very positive, indeed will be helpful. This can be supported by cross-reference reading. Okay, so source B claim that globalization is good and positive to the country, and this can be supported by where? Which source? I cannot tell you. Example, maybe source D or source A, or A definitely is wrong, in my opinion. Okay, so cross-reference and say, however, you see, however, source B claims that globalization is so it's not good. It's bad, it's negative, it's refuted, it's go against by cross-referencing source A already. This is confirmed source A. So I can or cannot believe, up to you, that source B claim that globalization is good because critical analysis, it was said by Dr. Ng here. One person, one organization, one typicality. 一面之词我不可以单单靠他讲说 globalization is good， but 你也可以讲对，我可以靠他讲 globalization is good because through the cross-referencing of the other two sources， 真的 globalization 是很好的。OK， 明白This one is inside the lesson plan. Please go and look through, and you can take this as a template to follow, and you will score a good 7 marks. Just follow this method. That's all. That's all. And you can use for your history. That's all. And hope you can go and claim your gift for this one. Any more? Okay, no more. So remember the 3 places: Plaza Singapura, Anchor Point, and Clarke Quay. Look at the address. And when you go there, please show your handphone with this picture. And before you go there, say, Uncle Raymond, I'm now at Clarke Quay. I'm now at Anchor Point at Plaza Sing. I'm going to the shop now to buy something I want. Then I will inform my staff, say so and so is coming. Once you take this, please, you need to take a picture of yourself. Don't worry. If you allow us to post to the Instagram, we'll post. If you don't allow, that means it's only for authentications, for proof. That's all, to say that you took the gift. Because sometimes you can pass these pictures. I happened before 2 years ago. Somebody passed this to some of his friends, but at least he tell me, say, I don't want to get this for him. I want to give it to my sister. Can my sister pay not? I say, okay, fine. And he say, then later my staff saw the list. Not his name, but how come he got this pop-in? They say, oh yeah, my student remind me already, told me about it. So the sister claimed the pop-in $10 voucher. You can buy anything. Please don't buy books. Anyway, my books are not there. Okay, buy anything you want. Okay, for your own pamphlets. Okay, so let's stop here. We got 15 more minutes to go for this one here. So far, any question for the reliability questions? Any questions? 1 minute to tell me. Yeah, you ma.
Mr. Uncle, do we need to like cross-reference to like 2 sources or just one can?
One sources can already. But okay, good question. If you want to cross-reference to other sources, the best to choose, depends on your time now, okay? That's why you need more practice. During exam, if you think that there are 3 sources or 2 sources that can cross-reference, choose the one that is the very solid one. That's why the provisions will tell you the plus, minus, and neutral. Choose the one that's solid one, enough already. Then the last part. So therefore, I believe, I can believe, I cannot believe. Get it now? It's not always can one. It can be not believe. Okay, thank you, Ian. Okay, 天香有问题吗 ？Reliability 没有。Thomas, can you turn on your camera? Do you have any questions for reliability, sir? No, thank you, sir. Zachary? No, Hui Ru? Don't worry, now you tell me no. I can guarantee you, 2 months later, Uncle, how to do reliability questioning. I know you told me already 2 months ago. Can you please repeat what you say? No problem lah. I will do it lah. I also don't want you guys. Thanks for the cross, a big cross there, Thomas. But please 有时候你也是会变成忘记嘛，太多东西了。So Uncle, can you help me to repeat? Don't worry. The notes are there. Anytime you want to repeat 10 times, make sure you get it correct and do well and pass your exam. That's all I can. Now, thank you. No questions. So let's move on to this one. Alert. Thomas, aware what is happening to my surrounding. Can you give as an example? 如果你现在是真实生活中啊 ，what is your aware of the surrounding? So 如果你放学你回家啊，你会 aware 什么东西？美女跟踪你啊？哎 ，don't mind 嘞。哎，不对哦，可能是什么仙人掌啊？不是仙人掌，是不是什么？有一个字叫什么？
仙人跳。
仙人跳，对对对，仙人跳。Thank you 打生命啊，不是说你走的丑还是好看还是什么，仙人跳很危险啊。Happen before 啊，那些女孩子找那些老安哥，哎呀，对。So what do you think you're aware of?
Bicycle.
Your what?
Other people around me.
Okay. Fair enough. Like who lah?
Like pedestrians.
Pedestrian around you. 你驾车啊？你 bicycle 啊？
I cycling.
Oh, you cycle 啊？
Yeah.
先生，你有没有戴头盔啊？helmet？
No.
哎呦 ，please aware of the safety 啦。
On the pavement 都没有哎。
You don't get talk rock to me 啦。Please, you're having exam. Please protect your head and your arms and your elbow, please. OK， 我不要 curse and 酸你，我不要给你一种 OK, please。不听老人言，吃亏在眼前。不要 please 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 保护你自己。不是你 aware， 你会 aware 那 pedestrian， 跟你讲跟那个神经病忽然间跑撞你呢，对吧？你慢慢cycle，他撞你，砰！out of nowhere， 一只猫还是一只鸟飞过你，砰！你都拉吗 ？I got people driving halfway the bird can boom hit the windscreen， 我的 car boom hit。这种东西这么倒霉的咩？有时候就是这么倒霉的。所谓不是怕万一，只怕意外，什么不怕意外，只怕万一呀。Okay, thank you very much. How about yeah, learn to identify the level of threats. SG secure. What kind of level of threats?
Threats for SG secure. Terrorism in Singapore.
Oh yes, correct. You are right. Terrorism. 除了 terrorism 呢？
Rising tensions between religion, because now you know Gaza, right? There's some religious problems, so you may affect in Singapore, affect us in Singapore. Some
No.
of the
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Carry on.
Break out like conflicts. I mean, it's not just break out conflicts, but due to different perspective and different like views of the whole thing. And SG secure, of course, cybersecurity now. Cybersecurity, the increase in like scams.
Yes.
Like nowadays, right? If you like post a rental house poster onto the social media platforms, right? There'll be like scammers adding you, right? And asking you if you want to like they'll be like they wanted to rent a house, and then they will talk to you about like some family stuff, but
yes.
then
你要租屋子咩？
my mom is trying to rent a house, yes, so
你妈妈在找屋子哈？
she's trying to rent a house.
She's trying to rent no, she's going to rent a house, is it? 她要租 你家里要租一个房间出去是吗？
Yes.
OK， 找 Uncle Raymond 啊，我也是经纪人 I also do property with my friend. So 找 Uncle Raymond 是 most reliable 对吗？那不是跟你开玩笑，你找 Uncle Raymond 是 reliable 的吗？我不会骗你，我不会 scam 你吗？
We already find a rent. We already find someone who want to rent it, but there are quite a lot of scammers now.
So 有什么事情先找 Uncle Raymond 先 ，ask Uncle Raymond first. Okay, so be careful. Don't just suddenly okay good. Suddenly to some people come in 很急的，迫不及待要去那个，对 ，very smart move. Some people you realize in the MRT there are people talking to each other, then suddenly quarrel, or some turn out the music very loud, they put their the leg on the chair, on the seat, sorry. And then some people even in the MRT scold vulgarity and start to, this is also, you can talk about actually secure also. Okay, 不要做英雄. That means send the picture and tell the person on the road, suddenly 一个人拿一个菜刀走来走去，还是你看到整身都是血those is learn to identify the level of threats， 看他手上有没有拿东西。Okay， 最近不是有一个 Cisco 吗？他拿一支枪 after office over their duty over already after office hour， 他拿那支枪去 Jewel 还是 Terminal Changi Airport， I don't know what the hell he's doing. Carrying a pistol walking around, of course, too bad it's going to get charged. So ensure, okay, can I exact? Ensure safety for all of our lives in Singapore. What does it mean here by ensure safety for all our life? Mr. Zack, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah, please answer, please. Thank you.
You make sure that like people living in Singapore can like live safely, and like they don't have to worry about like their personal safety, I guess.
So you can sleep peacefully at night in the middle of night, knowing that your house will not get house breaking because police force are on alert with cameras, and you're also not worried that the enemies out there will come and attack you, because we have a strong what do you call this what do you call soldier, right? Thank you. It's very dark. It's very dark. Okay, so I'm talking to my wife, sorry. Okay, thank you. Next, can I have Hui Ru read already? Hui Ru, this one. Tian Xiang, you can take a break. Next will be Yi Yuan.
Response instead to help others where terror or disaster occurs.
So 请问你新加坡有没有地震啊？
没有。
Got earthquake 吗？没有。新加坡有没有海啸？Tsunami？没有哦。新加坡有没有 volcano eruption 啊？
No.
没有啊，没有。And then, hello uncle， 什么 disaster？ 你在讲什么屁话？什么 terror 可能啊 ？Fire， you are right。还有呢？ Okay, guys, go and Google this. Write down Google now. Type New World Hotel collapse in 1985 or 86, or 84. I can't remember. New World Hotel. This entire building was collapsed and killed a few people. So you see, Singapore got a lot of tall buildings. New World Hotel. I don't know which year. Please, if you can find, help me to know. Tell me which year. And the building collapsed. And last minute, all the firemen and the police, of course, the soldier come and help. And then the president, the prime minister also come and take a look what happened, seriously. And because of this New World Hotel collapse, we started SCDF, Singapore Civil Defence Forces. We realized that, we need an internal force to take care of internal disaster and terror. So a terror attack can be, the terrorist just put a bomb, bam, then kill people, then he himself die. That's it, the end. A lone wolf. He's just not happy with the government or not happy with certain things. He killed himself. So it happened before. There's one terrorist want to attack Yishun MRT station. Okay, if you look at your textbook, or you can Google it. Okay, this is not fake news. Disaster, of course, can be like the New World Hotel collapse. One incident can kill. And then, of course, recently, this disaster, of course, is the Little Indian riots in 2012. When the Indians were, the foreign Indians workers were drinking and then start to overturn the vehicles, attack the policeman because of one of the staff workers die, and then was start to getting rowdy, start to throwing things. This is also respond immediately. That means a volunteer like us, the police officer, whoever will come in to help to prevent riot things, prevent any casualty, and protect the livelihood and the property of Singapore. Last but not least, thank you, Ian.
Tell and show people the steps to take to prevent terrorist attack and sabotage.
Okay, how do you do that? First of all, But what do you think? How can you do that?
I think got like the run, hide, tell.
Yeah, that is under learn to identify, actually secure. But tell and show people the step to prevent terrorists. How? Terrorists is the similar to learn, but a bit different. How? 你有没有看那种演习，那种 exhibition， then 那个 special police force come in， 你知道？有没有看到？有时他们会做 demonstration in the public area 的。我 suddenly got terrorist attack 的 ，stop, don't move, I will shoot. Then the terrorist say, you don't shoot, I got hostages. So this is a demonstration to show people the real example. What happened if terrorists attack and they capture a place or a bank or a shopping center or a MRT station or something like that. So they have different scenario to let people to know, to be aware and alert and give attention to prevent any terrorist attack, and so that before they can attack us, we are already knowing the ALER. Okay, thank you very much. Let's move on to the next slides. You can see this chapter, there's security challenge, cyber security challenge in the global world, globalized world, and transnational. These three topics. Now we are talking about this month, the topic, the world, so it's about defense, technology, physical, cyber physiology. Okay, so this is the last one here we're talking about here. Okay, so we've done all these WORL already. Now it's defense. One of my distant relatives, I have to tell you, I just realized 2 or 3 years ago, one of my distant relatives were killed in this accident here. Okay, Tian Xiang, really, she was killed, and she's only 23 or 25 or 27 years old. Okay, the bomb. It was this. If you study this Sec2 history textbook, it will tell you about this incident. Okay, the McDonald house. Now, if you go to by the way, if you go to Plaza Singapura to get the gift voucher, beside this building called the McDonald house. Okay, it was done by the Indonesian sabotage on this, and because they thought Singapore at that time was communist countries, and they were supporting communism and also want to break away from Malaysia and sabotage us. I don't deal with this too much of this history. Just to tell you, because of all these past incidents, we are very alert to what we are every day to make sure there's racial harmony. Okay, this is the country we are staying now. You can see all this very nice, but behind, who knows, people might know there's one incident that they want to fly the drone all the way and then drop a bomb during the National Day parade at the floating parade square. Oh my God, seriously? What's wrong with y'all? You jealous of us or what? We are here very peaceful people. We treat every race very nice. What's your problem? We respect all religion and race. Why do you want to kill us? We don't against anybody. We only against people that you are against everybody. Yo. Of course, I served the army for 2.5 years during my NS time. I was in a war game. I know how the bloody war will start if really Singapore have a war. Sorry, private and confidential, but I'm proud to be part of the team there. And you can see all these officers and Tian Xiang. Okay, Tian Xiang, if you are going to be NS, and Zachary as well as Ian, if you're going to serve in the Singapore RF Armed Forces, and I'm not sure China, they are forced to recruit people to join the army. Why not? It's good to serve the country at least few years to understand how it works, and you feel proud to serve the country. You need not have to carry rifle. You can do some other things now. Some of my students are in cybersecurity. Of course, you have to go for training, how to shoot, how to do proper physical training. Okay. So let me read this. No, I'm very tired to read this. Sorry. Somebody read for me? Read for me. Can I have Zachary? All this year. We end the lesson.
Cybersecurity, impact of cybercrime, advancements in technology have led to growth of online computer networks, which store huge amounts of confidential data. Globalization has made it easier for people to access this information virtually, leading to cyber attacks being on the rise. Cyber criminals use malware to infect computer networks and steal information. If targeted at critical infrastructure, it can actually threaten the country's security. For instance, one such example of cyber criminals hacking networks can be found in 2013, when hackers hacked into the PMO and Istana websites and defaced it to further their own agenda.
Take note, This one, if you have it, you can take a picture of this one here. Okay, in 3, 2, 1. So that is so important about cybersecurity, especially this point here. Okay, critical infrastructures. If you get it, the software itself can trigger all the computer system. You will disable all the equipments, end up the missile fly in the wrong directions. That's it, man. So this is the last slide for today. We'll continue next slide for this one. Next one is quite important. Now, as a result, there is a growing need to manage these cybersecurity risks. Cyber criminals can operate from any part of the world. It seriously can any part of the world virtually now. They don't even have to come to Singapore. It's just one click, that's it. You're gone. Okay, next. Which physically containing this threat, so they won't die. They can use a drone. They can even remotely attack you. The strengthening of the cyber defense is a natural counter to cyber attacks through the exploitations of vulnerability in the system. So don't be always take it for granted. It will not happen to me. It can happen to anybody at any time, at anywhere, and any situations. So that's why Singapore launched the NCS Master Plan to secure Singapore's cyber environment. One way of it has reduced the vulnerability in the system by forcing governments employees to use a special intra-organization internet to reduce the chances of infections spreading from the internet into the government networks. That means if you are using the government MOE website, for example, all MOE teachers, when they log in using MOE computers, they have restricted password, firewall, and even protections to make sure that hacker will not go in. So there are many layers of protections before the hacker can go in to hack the MOE, Ministry of Education website. It's just a few, like, if you stay in condo, you have first layer is a security guard. Then when you go to the lift, you have to tap on the lift. That's the second security guard to go to your level. Then when you go out, you tap on the door, okay, and use a password. That's the third security. Then when you go into your house, for example, if your house got a gate and a door, that will be the third and fourth security. Okay, then when you go into the house, the fifth security is who? Your parents recognize you. You are the rightful owners to stay in the house. So there are few layers of security. So to prevent the vulnerabilities attack. So why is it useful? In the exam, you have to talk about this. Why there are layers of protection right now. Okay, there are layers of protection and security to prevent hackers and people attack. So that you see, every year the government spends tons of money to make sure that the system is well taken care of, to make sure that this system is well protected, so that you will not affect the well-being of every Singaporean and foreigners to stay in Singapore, so that they have a peace of mind, that they can work and study and play and enjoy every single day in Singapore peacefully, productively, and progressively. So this is very important. All the topic, they put the last topic because it is important, definitely, because it's the well-being of everyone. Unfortunately, the last 2 years when you have this COVID-19, the student miss out this topic. Very sad. Okay, so they really miss out this one. This is, to me, is very important topic. Okay, so you do have a homework. That is the one, the Mother Nature calling for help. And then the last few weeks, those essay, if you want to do, submit it. The more practices you have, it will definitely help you to improve in the SRQ, SPQ. If you just listen to my class, get ideas here and there, and you do not want to practice to write, then there is this thing called time management. Because in the exam, if you don't know used to write it, you will miss the momentum to write, and then 你那个技巧就会没有。Okay, so I leave it to you, okay? So that is a homework. Next week, we'll continue this. And then next week, we want to see some answer from that Mother Earth. If you don't have them, sorry, I will move on to other things. Okay, so hope you all understand. Continue to do that homework. And then if you can, if you have your paper with you, guys, take a picture and send to me. Uncle Raymond, how come my teacher mark like that? Can you be the second marker and help me to check my answer or not? Is it true that I get this mark? Okay, that's how the past few years the student do like that.